Hey crew, welcome back for another episode of Duck Detective, the Secret Salami. We must now solve the case, hopefully. He has nothing to say. Why is Manfred out here though? What are you doing out here, guy? Huh? I can't show him
It's
Sophie.
not really a detective's job to...
I already heard you say that. Bro. I'm very confused. Okay, try to leave. Because no one else, as far as I can tell, has left. But I'd like to be able to ask this guy out here.
I can't leave now.
What? It still let me though.
This office looks like it'll worse.
Okay. I don't know if I was supposed to be able to leave. Is he gonna start the whole thing over again? Oh, thank goodness. That was weird. Okay. Yeah, the fact that it's Manfred's handwriting and he's out there makes me think that Sophie is at... She's still here. Bear buses. Office? Box. Under bus. Cake? There's no cake. She can't be in the cake. In a fight, in a trip. Bus. Well, she wasn't on them. She might be under. No, in. She's here in a bus. Got it.
Oh my God!
Oh.
That's where she is being kept.
Don't know how we would have got there if I wasn't just
It's
trial and
important
erroring.
that I stayed calm now.
Yes.
I couldn't alert the culprit, or all of this will have been for nothing. I needed to first figure out who is behind everything, so I could confront them.
The Salami Bandit. Because blanks and are blank. Cake. Bag. Lunch. Mug. Laura's mug? Mug are expensive. Different. Cheap. Yes, they're cheap. It's Fred. Fred is the Salami Bandit. And 3 or more things are wrong. Okay. Said Matt. Well, it turned to orange. Is Manfred the Salami Bandit? Because... Oh, wait. Because Manfred's... I don't know. Oh!
Manfred is the Salami Bandit.
How do we jump to these conclusions? I mean...
That makes a lot of sense.
I would have thought he kidnapped her.
Ironic that his handwritten note meant to frame Frederson
Yes.
ended up incriminating Manfred instead. Something was missing here. Who else was involved with this?
I have no
I
idea.
had collected everything I needed. I just had to organize my thoughts.
Oh, hold on. I can't talk to anyone?
Sophie's parent. I wonder if that's what made her run away.
There's no more clues. So I literally have to try to solve it based off of all the clues that I have. Manfred, I'm gonna talk to you, bro. You donezo. Why'd you do it? Why'd you do it, dude?
Look what you've... Now everyone... Was that...
They're not going to say anything new. So I really have to solve this based off of what I have. What's this? Friend, lover. Bandits, enemy. Because the Salami Bandit needs to... Oh, okay. That's accomplice. They need someone who could help them. Carry out the blank of the blank. Selling of the vouchers. Who's good at that? That would be Boris. Boris is good at that. Okay, whoa! Two or fewer things are wrong. Helping. Oh wait, it's not gonna say less. Dating of the vouchers. His lover. His friend? Okay, so it's definitely accomplice. But is it Boris? Yes, it's Boris. Carry out the blank of the... Are we back to the salamis? Could it be salamis? Importing, murder, selling. No, stalking. The snitching. No, importing. Nailed it. Process of elimination.
The Salami Bandit wasn't working alone. It made sense for the bus driver to be involved.
Not Boris. What? The infatuation. Boris is the Salami Bandit's accomplice because he used to date Sophie. We know that. Bandit needed someone who could convince Sophie into helping. No. Used to date Sophie, and the Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Manfred? Rufus? Boris? Okay, so it's Boris. The Salami Bandit needed someone who could convince Boris into selling. Stalking. Selling. Dating. Helping. I guess that's helping. Is it not Boris? Is it Rufus? Oh wait, it's not gonna say less. Gosh dang it. So, but I thought Boris was the accomplice. Ooh, is she also an accomplice though? So I gotta switch this around then. If she used to date Boris. Oh, whoops. Okay, cool. Got it.
I couldn't believe Sophie managed to talk Boris into this.
Poor guy.
Aha! I had it all figured out now. It was time that I confront the culprits.
Oh, we're solving the case.
But first, I had to free Sophie.
Well, I'm right there, bro. Yeah, we're right there.
Oh.
Break's over.
Sophie!
What's going on out here?
Why is everyone yelling?
This looks dramatic. It's kind of a long story.
And guess who deduced said long story? The one and only Duck Detective.
Good job, bro.
Read the room.
This is how everything went down. The Bretzel Bearbus branch was suffering losses and had their budget cut as a result. Manfred, worried about the financial stability of his family, felt himself backed into a corner. This is when he became the Salami Bandit. He made his grand plan of salami smuggling and realized he couldn't do this alone. He recruited Boris, since it would be easiest for the bus driver to load and unload the wares discreetly. The bus would go through a customs check at the Salsiccia bus station first. And then Boris would take a detour to get the salami and load it onto the bus. This is why the buses always had a huge delay. It wouldn't be easy to talk Boris into crime, so Manfred convinced Sophie to join the team. Boris's obsession with her would make it easy for her to manipulate him into helping with their plan. Everything was going well until the Duck Detective, that's me, infiltrated the office. Freddy was meant to be the scapegoat for the crime, but I'm not fooled that easily. Sophie began getting cold feet and ultimately wanted to confess to the police. Manfred couldn't have this, so he interfered. In an outburst of panic, he abducted her and hid her in the luggage compartment of one of the buses. And this is why Manfred stole Laura's lunch!
What?
Everything is figured out, but who is truly guilty? Manfred, Sophie, and Boris are all involved in the smuggling. Who should get arrested for their crimes? Manfred was the mastermind behind everything. Should Manfred get arrested?
Okay, so I looked into the endings. No, Manfred shouldn't get arrested.
He was the planner, but he technically didn't get his hands dirty. Not to mention what it would do to his poor
Right.
family.
That's why I wouldn't pick him either, because I'm like, he's got a family, and I mean, like, he planned things, but he didn't do things.
What about Sophie? Without her, the smuggling wouldn't have been
Yes.
possible.
She convinced poor Boris to do it.
She manipulated
Yes.
poor Boris into taking the salami across the border.
Yes.
Should Sophie get
Yes.
arrested? What she did was clearly illegal. She needs to face the consequences.
Correct.
Boris was at the end of the chain. Had he refused to take the salami on board, the plan would have not worked out. Should Boris get arrested?
No, he's a poor victim of this crime, and plus I just don't want to pick him.
He didn't even realize what was happening. I don't think this is a basis
She
for
was the
arresting
mastermind
someone.
behind it all.
All right, I've made up my mind. I will report to the state police. Sophie.
What is this? If I had known that calling the Duck Detective would
It's
result
true.
in this, I would have never done it. You're
Oops.
supposed to find out who stole my lunch,
I did.
not accuse my best friend of smuggling.
Well, she did.
I knew this was a bad idea from the beginning.
You got
Why
caught.
did Boris have to lose the bag?
Stop blaming him.
My God, he is such an idiot!
I had no idea it was that important. Why didn't anyone tell me about the plan? You said your cousin was ill. And the only thing that would make her happy was the salsiccia salamis.
I should have known. If you're stupid enough to believe that, then you're also too stupid to bring a couple sausages across the border.
Wow, you really did quack the case, Mr. Duck Detective. You're just as cool as I imagined.
Not now, Fredderson. The truth. The truth is an ugly mistress. But it is my duty to throw bread to the fine beak of Lady Justice.
Solve the case. Whee! Can I just skip it? Well, shoot. Yep, that's gonna be the end of this one, crew. But there's a sequel.
Oh, crap. I completely forgot to collect my payment from Laura. Everybody already went home. How am I going to pay for the bus? Guess I'm walking home.
Freddy.
Need a ride? I just booked this one. It's been such a long day after all.
No, thank you.
Come on,
What?
it'll be fun. Plus, you must be tired after all the detective work.
I really don't.
Please?
Yeah, fine.
Great. Now I finally have time to tell you all about my ideas for your social media.
Please don't.
I could get you tons of publicity.
No.
And
No.
imagine, we can team up,
Absolutely not.
and I can be your sidekick.
He's such a jerk. And 'tis the end of the game, crew. The real end. I'm waiting. Yeah, the true end. Alright, cool. That was a neat little game, but there's a sequel, and I will be playing it at some point. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was pretty good. So see you in the next one. Goodbye.